Hello, this is Wolfman611, and today I'll be taking a look at the Microsoft Sidewinder X5 gaming mouse. Okay, let's get down to business. This mouse here is a USB mouse. It does not come with a PS2 to USB adapter. As you can see here, it's got a lovely black finish to it, flat black. Well, some parts of it are shiny, I guess. Underneath you can see the 5 Teflon feet that make it slide really well on a good mouse pad. Hardly any friction. In terms of features, you got, again, I'm not sure how good the camera can see this because it's black and I can't see the LCD on the camera very well, but anyway, you got your 2 buttons here, top one and lower one, which are basically your forward and back buttons on a standard mouse. You got these 2 buttons here, left and right. You also got your scroll wheel, it goes up and down, and also if you push it, it's a button. These 3 keys here all light up. I don't know if the camera can see this or not. 1, 2, 3. They're for your sensitivity or your DPI setting. The very back switch, this one here with the symbol on it, that one there, when you hit that, that launches a configuration program in Windows, which then you can turn around and set up the different buttons, what you want them to do, and make macros and all that. I gotta say, I've been using this mouse now for a while in different games. So far, like any other gaming mouse though, I mean it performs pretty much the same. There's nothing really that makes it that much different. It's a good mouse. The only problem I have with the mouse really is software wise, and that is the macro editor. When you go in there, it's a very basic design to the macro editor, which for some users is going to be good, and for a lot of users they'll just be able to, they'll use what's there and they won't have no complaints. I had a complaint because I'm used to the Belkin N50 and N52 controllers, and with them controllers comes their macro software, and the macro software is pretty much a lot more powerful than what's available for this mouse in terms of the Microsoft Setpoint software. Or no, not Setpoint, the iPoint software. The problem I had though is that with this mouse there's no way, for example, say you wanted to have it so that the scroll wheel, you push the scroll wheel down and then it just spams the letter A on the keyboard over and over and over until you release the mouse button. Well, with the current version of the software for this mouse, it can't do that. Each time you hit the button, you launch the macro one time. So if you set it up to try and do the A thing, you get an A for each time you press the button. But when you hold the button down, it doesn't launch A's all the way across the screen like if you're in a text editor or anything like that. So there's a big problem. That you can do on the N50 or the N52, by the way. You hold the key down, it'll just keep spitting the keys out over and over and over until you let up. Or you can have it so that when you push the key down, it'll only spit out one key instead of doing a whole bunch. The other problem I have with this thing is there's no key states in terms of the software. So you can't turn around and tell it in the macro editor, you can't turn around and say, okay, hold the letter A down for 3 seconds and then release it. Instead, you'd have to go in there and pretty much keep tapping the A key until 3 seconds have gone by, then you got a whole string of these A's on the screen. There's no way to actually say hold the key down or release the key, let the key up. And that's a bit of a problem. Sometimes when you want to get into finely tuned maneuvers, say if it's a first person shooter or whatever, you want to be able to precisely time things. How long you want this key held down, how long you want that key held down, you know, how long before you let the key back up and then hold it down again. And again, the software for this mouse does not have that. That's a pretty lacking feature too. I mean, you would think that Microsoft and the resources they have would be able to put something like that together fairly quickly and outdo the competition, as it were. Other than that though, it's a pretty good mouse. Nice and light. Again though, unlike the Logitech mice where you can weight them with weights and whatever, this doesn't have anything like that. It's just, it weighs what it weighs and that's it. Fairly light. There's not much to it. The scroll wheel here is a nice wide rubber scroll wheel. I don't know if that camera will get that or not. That actually feels pretty good. It's got good traction on it. It's wider than a lot of scroll wheels as well. The other problem with this mouse, that I found with it anyway, was there's no tilt buttons. Like if you look at the Logitech mice, you can put your finger on the wheel here, on the mouse wheel, and then push it left or right, and that'll be 2 extra buttons. This mouse does not have that. Now from what I understand, Microsoft's going to remedy that problem in later mice that they're going to make, gaming mice. But currently this one doesn't have it, nor does any of their other gaming mice. The Habu mouse, that doesn't have it either. That's a bit of a drag because them tilt keys would be perfect in a first-person shooter where you want to turn around and lean around the corner, you know, to your left or to your right. It's nice to be able to do that with the tilt key. So other than that though, fairly decent mouse. Cost about 70, 80 bucks Canadian if you're going to go and buy the thing. And I think that's about it for this review. If you want to read the detailed text review of this mouse and get, read the, I screwed that one up. If you want to get the detailed text review of this mouse and read the specifications for it, then go to my website at www.wolfmanzbytes.com. That's www.wolfmansbytes.com. And check out the text review. You might have to scroll down the page a bit on the main page to see it, but it will be there. This is Wolfman611. Until next time, signing out. And I have to say mouse a few more times for all you people on YouTube that like to make fun of the way I say mouse. Mouse, 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 mouse. There you go. That should generate maybe another 500 comments. This is Wolfman. Take it easy.